Church, this month we are highlighting our community partner, Streets Alive. Last month we did Wham Bags, and thank you so much for filling up those shelves. They were overfilled, and the Lethbridge School District was just, division, was just thrilled to have supports in that way for their families. So thank you for that. So this month is Streets Alive. We've partnered with them for quite a while now. We are in their new location at the old El Dorado RV compound. And so today I just wanted to introduce you to a couple of ladies, what they do, how they're involved at Streets or at our church. And so Zandria, I'll pass it off to you.
My name is Zandria. I have been attending E-Free in some capacity for a number of years now. I first started when I moved here for university, and I have been part of the young adults community ever since. I was a leader for a couple years, and my roommate, who insisted I become one of the young adults leaders at E-Free, actually invited me to come volunteer at Foot Fridays at Streets Alive Mission. And so I gradually started doing that, and then one thing led to another, and now I work for Streets Alive. So that's super exciting. I'm now a donor relations coordinator, and I've been here for over a year now. And it's fantastic to see everybody just working together for the gospel in an environment where it's needed most. And I see so many people from E-Free helping with that all the time. I see people every day who have gone through our recovery programs at Streets Alive Mission who were out on the street for years, and they met God, and that is what transformed their lives. It was the power of God. It wasn't anything that we could have done in our own strength. It was God's strength.
And next, I'm going to introduce Jen. So Jen, tell us a bit about yourself and Streets Alive.
Well, thank you. I'm Jennifer Lepko. I'm the Chief Development Officer at Streets Alive Mission, and I've been there for almost 5 years. This move is huge, and from the bottom of our hearts here at Streets Alive Mission, we want to thank this congregation. You have been absolutely amazing in making God's work happen. We needed to expand, and we needed a new location. So we've now raised the money to actually purchase the building. The biggest piece with this building is just a building, but this building is filled with God's presence, and it is going to be an absolute light in this darkest area of our city. We're just going to give you a little peek inside our future home of Streets Alive Mission. Come on in. So this area is sort of to be determined for specifics. It is going to be a larger hall area, and we're hoping to have a commercial kitchen in here. Again, a place to really bring the churches in our community together. So almost like a community hall, and a space where we have a kitchen that we can actually do some of the meal prep that is necessary at times to bring people in. We want them to come to us, and so that we can feed them not only the food but the gospel. Further down here, we will have the receiving end of the repurposed donation center. So when community members want to give donations of physical items, they can come and drop them off here, and our team will sort through them and get them ready to go to the showroom. It's a large space, and it's all open right now. There will be a couple walls, but it's still going to be a relatively open space. So this area will be where the showroom is. So for people that are accessing the services, such as coming to get new furniture, or the food bank, emergency food bank piece, they'll be able to come through here and make it feel nice, because we all deserve a little bit of nice. So it'll be like a shopping center. It'll also then tie into our pin bank, which will be the People in Need clothing bank. So that acts like the closet for the individuals that are on the street. We can't carry an entire closet on their backs, so they're able to come here and change out their clothes and put on new underwear. Is something that we often take for granted, is the ability to have new underwear. And then moving back, this will be the Restoration of Dignity Center. So this is really an important piece of what we do. Here is where, along with the pin bank and having clean clothes, they'll also house a bit of a medical space where our community paramedics can help treat some of the basic injuries and do some things with our clients that wouldn't normally access any healthcare services. It'll also have a community office, so where probation can come and have a meeting with people, so that the individuals we're serving don't have to walk into a professional capacity. where they don't feel welcome and they don't feel comfortable being in. It'll also have the amazing Foot Friday area. So this is really, really exciting. We'll have the actual pedicure chairs. Mary Gay, we've got everything on your list ready to come. We will have a really nice space because it's a really important part. Again, washing feet is very biblical, and it's just something that is very near and dear to our hearts and has been one of the longest running programs here at Streets Alive Mission. So it'll have a beautiful space. Again, when you provide these opportunities to individuals, it helps restore their dignity and they feel better about making changes in their life. So along with the foot clinic area, we'll have the hair salon, and that's going to be predominantly run by volunteers. So again, we're hoping that that really explodes here, just like the Foot Friday has, and we get some dedicated volunteers in, because there's been some significant transformations that have happened with the salon, even at our current location. We had one gentleman come in and had his hair washed and got his hair cut, and they turned him around in the chair and he looked in the mirror and he couldn't believe what he saw. He stood up and he says, you know what, I am worth it. And he left that chair in the salon, went to the front and called and got into detox. That was almost a year ago, and he is still sober to this day. And it was just having that haircut and feeling worthy that made the difference in his life. So again, these types of things are so important, and many things that we take for granted. Having a home, we get a closet. It may not be the biggest, but we at least have somewhere to store our stuff. So, and then through here, we will be raising the floor up. So there will be all one level, so we won't have any accessibility issues. The bathrooms will be in here as well. So in here will be kind of our main hub. So this is when they come in. So the south end of the building will be the main entrance for those that are accessing the services from the street population. So they'll be able to access it through here, and there'll be a main hub where this is where we really make the first connection. We use their names. We pray for them. They can access the trusteeship program. They can tell us what they need, whether it's clothing from the pin bank, or whether it's just a warm cup of coffee or a cool drink of water. And this is where we get to make the connections. Again, that's so important, is making those connections with the individuals, letting them know that they are loved by Christ, that they are loved by us, and that they matter. They are human beings and they matter, because so many of the times they're just ignored. Nobody wants to look at them. Nobody wants to see them. But you know what? We're all Jesus's people. We're all God's people. We all are meant to take care of each other and be kind to each other. And so again, Matthew 25, this is what we're called to do. This is what Streets Alive Mission was built on.
This month, if you want to participate in a way that is very tangible, we're asking for underwear, new underwear for ladies and men, size medium and size small. That is a piece of restoration dignity, and it actually costs substantial funds throughout the year for Streets Alive. So it's a real tangible way that we can just come on board and support. Please get involved, or come down and just see what's going on, and there can be a space for you to volunteer, whether that's now or in the future. Well, thanks, ladies, for joining us today.